Being in the limelight, celebrities should be used to getting their fair share of rumors. And although Boys Like Girls have stayed scandal-free, the band did have a rough time when their tour brought them to the Philippines, where they were drilled by the media on a false rumor.
There was one time we showed up in, somebody had edited Wikipedia, and we showed up in the Philippines. And we sit down as one of our first international tours, and somebody had edited it to say that Boys Like Girls was this kind of like Nazi anti-gay band, and like full this like 3 sentences of like boys. The name Boys Like Girls means that they're actually anti-gay. So explain your like Nazi anti-gay, and we just like with this.
You're like what?
What? And it took like 2 or 3 interviews to realize that they had all, you know, what you do before you an interview. You check the Wikipedia, you see, okay, what am I going to ask about? Oh, they got an EP coming out. Got it. Cool. Ask about that. This, you know what I mean? And they all just asked about this, like, and it was tough. It was like, man, and there was a language barrier, and the whole thing was pretty funny.
So, and it happened like. We had 15 interviews in a row, and it happened every single one.
It's just the Philippines, right?
So by the last one, we had it figured out what to say, but it was a rocky road.
It was like a rocky road because they all started off with the interviewer kind of being aggressive, like what?
They must have been nervous, honestly, preparing for that interview.
Yeah.
You know, they must have felt weird. So that was strange. That was a bad rumor.
The band goes on tour over long periods of time, and the boys' only form of contact with loved ones is usually their handphones. More often than not, it's a good phone call, but sometimes it's just bad news.
One time I broke up with a girl, and it was right around Christmas time, and things were really flowing with her, you know? We're getting really close, and it's like, I like you too, right? And then I was like, you know, I don't think we can see each other anymore. And she was like, okay, you suck, your band sucks. And she just went on and on, just ripping into me, and that sort of stuck with me.
I had, when we were touring, and I was probably like 19, I remember getting off stage and I had a voicemail from an unknown number, and it was a girl yelling and saying that I'm a terrible person and that she's pregnant, and I remember we were all on the bus like partying, having a good time, and I remember the world just stopped for me, and
for me only.
for me, but the party was still going on in slow motion behind me. And I don't think I ever told anyone about that because I was so freaked out. I almost threw up.
Interesting time to break it out, Paul.
And I, luckily by the end, like I heard the friend in the background laughing and they hung up. Like they just prank called me, but that was life-changing.
Well, wait, you knew this chick, right?
I don't know who it was still, but I guess it prepared me for when the real thing happens.
My most recent would probably be when I had just me and Morgan just had done a tour with our other band, and Martin called me like 2 days later. He's like, okay, dude, we're going to do another Boys Like Girls record, so you're flying out in 2 days, and here's like 50 songs to start thinking about and like, you know, learning to record. And
I remember that one.
I was like, what?
We got on three-way call.
So
we got on three-way call. It's good.
And that was pretty crazy. You know, memorable, awesome phone call.
That was way better than the pregnant girl one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Way better. And with that, the boys had to head on out for their star concert performance. Boys Like Girls will be releasing their new album Crazy World very soon. And if you didn't catch them this time around, don't worry, because the boys plan to come back to Singapore early next year.